The Drake Power Plant in Colorado Springs burned its last load of coal almost 5 years ago. The health benefits are already being felt. If you ask people like Shantanu Jattar.
We wanted to look specifically at Colorado.
Jattar is an associate professor at CSU and co-authored a 2019 study about the health impacts of retiring this power plant, along with the Comanche Station in Pueblo. The study found 2 premature deaths every year would be avoided if they were both decommissioned due to cleaner air in the area.
There are well-established relationships between how changes in the concentrations of particular species will then result in changes in a particular health effect.
For years, the EPA has conducted economic impact analysis that attempt to put a dollar value on the lives saved and health problems avoided thanks to environmental regulations on fine particles in ozone. That will no longer happen.
I guess my initial reaction to this was that this was bad news for breathers, and I think we're all breathers.
Kevin Lynch is a professor of law at the University of Denver and co-director of the school's environmental law clinic.
But what they will do now is, in trying to repeal those regulations, they couldn't say it was reasonable to get rid of it when the benefits so wildly outweigh the costs. So now they're just going to start ignoring the benefits, and then they're just going to focus on the cost.
The EPA last week rejected Colorado's regional haze plan and pushed the state to keep its coal-fired power plants open. But the decision has an impact beyond coal. The rejected plan included sulfur dioxide reduction requirements for Suncor, one of the state's largest polluters. The State Air Quality Control Commission had required Suncor to make deeper emission cuts as part of the haze reduction strategy for Rocky Mountain National Park.
The discouraging thing here is that I think no one believes that the Trump EPA is trying to ensure that the air is cleaner in Colorado. They're trying to keep it dirtier, and they're trying to do that by keeping these coal plants online.
The EPA told the New York Times that not assigning an economic value to health or mortality does not equal not considering or not valuing the human health impact. The statement says they are still considering human health, but of course, it opens the strong possibility for this to be the start of major change in how regulations are approved, Kyle.
When we talk about these coal plants, do the feds have the ability to come in and say, Colorado, you must keep this plant open?
So I asked the Colorado Department of Public Health and Environment that question, and they said, no, it's a state regulation issue. They already have a plan of when they're decommissioning all the plants, and they say they're going to move forward with that, whether or not the EPA, the Trump EPA, wants them to do that or not.
I feel like we need a lawsuit of the day calendar, right? I mean, right?
Add it to the day.
All right, Mark, thank you.